What's up, y'all? I'm back with a quick video. We're gonna talk about the cuck fantasy that you will notice that a lot of women have, but especially I want to talk only from the light skinned mulatto male perspective. But this is something that I've noticed for a very long time. It's basically where pretty much now women of all races and ethnicities, but especially if you're in a black, especially with light skinned men, it's even worse. You'll notice that these women will put their counterpart in a cuck to basically humble their own group of men or try to, I don't know what the agenda behind it is, but basically to humble them or whatever the case it may be for. I've seen this with white women as well, where you will see white tea women will put their men in a cuck by getting impregnated by and conquered by a black man to basically quote unquote humble a Caucasian male or to get the attention of a Caucasian male, all right, or reaction out of them. And you will notice a lot of these so-called white women will use these fake BS excuses why they got what a black guy. They'll say, "Oh, because they were racist and they just wanted me to get with black men more," which is a stupid thing to say. Because why would you put a black man in a dangerous position like that if you know your family is racist? And also, I seen the video. Vanguard did a live stream, and he basically had a biracial child. This white woman had a biracial child that she allowed, and she brung to a white supremacist like meeting or something like that, or protest or something like that, and which was very careless and very irresponsible. And I read a comment where somebody said that a lot of white women would do this and flaunt their biracial babies around to basically humble white men, which is stupid. Why would you put a mulatto child in a predicament like that? All right, but we have to understand these dynamics and why. And it's actually I seen a live stream saying that our women are the cause of racism. I might do a video on that, but that's another video for another day. And I think that's the reason why they were saying a lot of this stuff, all of the cause of it. But I'm gonna do another video on that, in my perspective. But you would notice a lot of these women, they like to put their counterparts in cucks with black men who are dark skinned specifically, to humble their own group of men. I also noticed this with Puerto Rican women in New York, where basically and a lot of Puerto Rican women would date black men if they're undesired by their own group of men, or to compete with black women. But they often put their men in cucks to humble Puerto Rican men. I've noticed this a lot. But especially as a light skinned or mulatto man, you're gonna notice with mulatto women and with black women as well. You see, it's even worse with light skinned guys because they're always trying to control us. They're always trying to use us as a mule for their agendas, and they always trying to humble us. And everybody has their hand in on it as a mulatto man or a light skinned guy, whatever you want to call yourself. All right, you would notice that light skinned women will put you in a cuck to basically with dark skinned men to humble you. All right, and it's even worse because they take orders and they get that mentality from dark skinned women. And dark skinned women do the same thing where they will put you in a cup with a dark skinned guy to humble you and praise him and have everybody worship him and praise him. And and then basically praise dark skinned people as like they're some type of deities. And also you gotta watch out because non-black women as well who are over infatuated with dark-skinned people and want to be down, they would do the same thing because, like I said, the arrangements within the black community. In order to hang around dark-skinned people, you have to sacrifice light-skinned people, specifically light-skinned males. So sometimes a lot of these non-black people, especially the women, will do the same. But the cuck fantasy is a real thing. And it's something that we have to discuss, and we have to understand that these are humbling tactics so these people can control us and they want to keep our self-esteem low. All right, but we have to address these things. I actually seen a video on Lipstick Alley a while ago, and I wish I could find it. And basically, it's where this woman put a light-skinned guy in a cuck, and she was basically gassing up dark-skinned men to make dark-skinned men feel more superior to the light-skinned men. And basically, this dark-skinned dude took this light-skinned dude's girl, not necessarily because due to the stereotypes that dark skinned men and women push, to elevate dark skinned men so dark skinned men can conquer other groups of people's women and basically um, conquer that group or that nation or ethnicity of people. All right, that is a real thing, but it's just something that you have to watch out for as a light skinned guy, because they will talk about how dark skinned men are superior to humble you. All right, and it's kind of weird because with light skinned men, it kind of works, but it really doesn't work because light skinned men are not insecure about dark skinned men. I think that light skinned men from here on out are really starting to see the amount of people who don't mess with them, the amount of people who are against them, and they're starting to put two and two together. So it's starting to get like real heated, and I feel like in the next coming years, it's going to get real bad with this whole color. I could be wrong, but with this color, so a lot of stuff is going to get exposed. Because I am seeing light skinned dudes, especially with this Kendrick and Drake beef, and this Drake and Kendrick beef expose a lot of people. And I am starting to see light skinned dudes make podcasts, and of course they get drowned out. People ignore them and not like the video, so they can't get in the algorithm. But a lot of people are addressing this stuff, and they're starting to put two and two together, slowly but surely. All right, but let me know. I'm gonna make more videos about the Cuck Fantasy that these women put light skinned men in, and this trend was started by dark skinned women and men. You know, trying to make light skinned dudes feel like they're inferior to darker men, and light skinned women follow it. All right, but I got another video coming on the quote unquote Vanguard calls them the biracial baby mamas, and he was right about something that he said. And I always knew what he said was true, and because I said it before, but I never seen it in real time. But I'm gonna make a video about it. But give me your thoughts and opinions. I'm out.